It's just like you're your own boss. It's a lot of freedom. Your office changes. The view out your window changes like every hour, as opposed to just sitting in an office somewhere, breathing the same air. You know, you can get out, roll down the window and smell air from a different state. It's really awesome.
And I'm like really introverted, so not having to deal with people is always great. Like, I don't know if that's a bad thing to say, but I do not like people very much. So being able to just be in my little bubble and make money in my box is good. And also, I can just walk to my bed when I'm done. It's probably weird things to say, but
It's like working from home.
yeah, it's like working from home in the best way, because I don't have to be in the same place. Like, I'm wake up in a different place and do my job, and then you know, I can make time to do stuff that I like. If we have layovers somewhere, then I can go to a museum, or you know, hop in an Uber and see the sights in that place that I wouldn't be able to do if I were home. And I don't have to clock in. You know, I don't have to work 8 hours and then come back. Like, if I want to stop and take a nap, then I can stop and take a nap, and that's nice. I can't do that at work in a regular job. The whole thing feels like an adventure. Like, it just feels like an epic quest. Don't really know what I'm getting, don't know where I'm trying to go, but it just feels like an epic quest. Something always happens and makes it different.
It's like going on an adventure with like your best friend. You know, you always have somebody there. Like, they always have your back. So it's like, I'm great at certain things, but she might be better at something else. So let's say we have an issue trying to dock somewhere or something like that. That might be my forte. She's great at like route planning and stuff like that. So it's just like being a super tight team, and yeah, it's really dope. I like being team drivers. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. If you have a teammate that you can trust, and like, and the team's solid, then it's the best thing ever. Like, you know, I mean, I mentioned this earlier about like, you can make it fun when you trust the person you're with. If I can trust you to do your 10, and you can trust me to do my 10, and then we know that we'll have 6 hours in XYZ city when we get there, then we can go do something. We can have an adventure, you know. Or if I'm not feeling well today, and I can trust that you're gonna do yours, and I can kind of take it easy, it makes all the difference. And I mean, I don't think you can do that solo. Like, you're gonna be on a different type of deadline and a different type of crunch, you know. And then who wants to go on an adventure by yourself anyways? Like,
you guys care about the condition of the vehicles that are out there. You're trying to keep us safe. So every time we roll in here, someone's looking at the tires, somebody's popping the hood, someone's filling up with oil or liquids and stuff like that, to make sure not only to keep the truck on the road, but to keep us safe. And I really appreciate that. You know, that people are looking out for us. It is top-notch equipment. Like, our trucks, all the trucks we've been in since we started working for you guys have been fantastic. Like, they've been in top-notch condition. They haven't been worn down to nubs and stuff like that. And we have a microwave and refrigerator, an inverter. You know, that's luxury stuff. So it came with our truck. So,
and we don't get charged for it either. Like, we don't have to pay for it. It feels like even if I make the wrong decision, I'll still get you should have done this, but I appreciate the effort. You know, it's like, I know you were trying. You know, I try not to make the wrong decisions, but sometimes, you know, you say, okay, well, I'm gonna just, on my own discretion, do X, Y, Z. And you're like, okay, well, X was good, Y was shaky, and Z shouldn't have happened, but I appreciate the effort. And that's that's good to have, you know, because then it's like, we have a team. It's not like, oh, you messed up and the blame is completely on you guys, you know? Like, for instance, when we were doing the fifth wheel plate that night and you were asleep and I was moving faster than the text messages were coming in, and you were like, oh, you should have stopped 3 moves ago. You should have stopped adjusting a long time ago. You were fine. But thanks for trying. You know, that was kind of the takeaway. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go back to what I did the first time. But, you know, it wasn't like, well, you're wasting time, get back on the road, you know, which we've gotten from other companies. Yeah. So, like, it makes everything like, it feels like a family. I still have like trouble with everybody's name, but everybody knows my name, and that's crazy to me. Like, people are like, "Hey, Priya," and I'm like, have I met this person before? Like, I feel terrible because I don't know this person's name, but like everybody knows my name, and it's a very welcoming feeling, like to be known, you know, and to be recognized and appreciated. It's amazing. And I feel like you guys care that we make money too, you know, like not in a way of just getting your freight from point A to point B. Like, you guys want us to make money and us to feel that us being here is of value.
It's like having somebody there for you 24 hours a day.
And you guys never make us feel like we're pestering you.
Yeah.
And I'm like very I don't want to say self-conscious about that, but I'm very, maybe that's the right word, self-conscious about like bothering people, and y'all never make it feel like, oh, here's these two again. Like, you never give us that vibe, you know, even if it's like, I'm like, Paul, hey, Paul, like, I'm just bothering him. And he's always just like, hey, Priya, what's up? I'm just like, I know I'm driving you crazy. He's like, no, it's fine. Like, I know it's not fine. But he's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Just like
I stay in contact with a lot of the people that I graduated from the trucking school, and I feel bad for the majority of them because they're not having the experience that we're having. You know, we're at work and we're having fun. You know, it's fun for us to do our job and get paid. And from their side, it's all work.
it's just work.
It's all work. We're doing the exact same thing, but for them, it's just all work.
And they hate it.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I love it, and I haven't been doing it that long, and sometimes I'm like, dang, like I don't feel like I really put in enough dues to be enjoying this the way that I do, and to be making the crazy amount of money that I make. And like, I'm just like, well, I guess, you know.
I would recommend this company, and I often do, but now it's kind of like, I'm bragging about it. Like, oh, I work for this company, and you should too. Oh, but you can't. I'm sorry.
I have recommended the company to other drivers, and then I'm kind of like, man, I probably shouldn't have, because then it's going to be more people, and is that going to make my job different? Like, I'm super selfish right now because I love it here, and I'm just like, I just want everything to stay the same. But I do recommend it. I do tell my friends about how awesome my job is. I love my job. Like, I love it.